Happy Friday. Guys, this is Meg at Chasing Retro. It is a very dark, very rainy Friday morning, but I had a few minutes early this morning to show you a couple of things. One is a very small thrift haul, so I'll call this hashtag Thrifted Treasures, which is hosted by Dale at Not Too Shabby Chic. So please head over to her channel if you would like to participate in that. And also, today is Friendship Friday because I have 2 pieces of Happy Meal that I would like to show and unbox in front of you guys. Well, one is already out of the box, but it's quite the stunner. So I wanted to share it with you today as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow night, by the way, is my live craft and chat with Angela, the Traveling Crafter. She is the host of this, and I'm excited that she has invited me to be a part of it. It's just, I'm starting to get nervous and excited, as my daughter likes to call it. I'm getting nervous-sighted. So there's probably going to be a lot of like boo-boos both on the screen, what I'm making and what I'm saying. So just give me some grace. Never done a live before, so excited and nervous. But today's thrift haul is smaller than normal. I think I mentioned in a couple of videos back that I'm trying not to buy as much when I go out because I don't need anything. Let's be honest with ourselves. But I'm trying to only buy the things that are just either incredibly good deal and not large in size, or things that I am running out of or have never found before and have wanted. Okay, so first we have this ball of yarn. I love to tie yarn around my packages when people order things from me. And this is just so 70s and so fall. So I love this so much. This was just in a big box of other yarns at one of my favorite thrift stores. This is a scarf and it's very thin and silky. So I don't know that it would be well for a journal cover, maybe a journal wrap. But then again, I just love blue and olive green together. It's just so 60s to me. So now I'm like, maybe I should just keep this. I don't know. But it's just lovely. And then 2 hair scarves or hair wraps. I'm assuming these may be the ones meant for the neck. I don't know. But I don't wear them like that. I wear them, I like to put my hair in a ponytail and either tie this in the ponytail or wrap it around behind my ears and tie it under my ponytail, like they did in the 60s. I do that a lot. And I thought these were really pretty patterns. You could not go wrong with black and white polka dot. This was a set of cards and envelopes that were very unique. I'm assuming these are Italian made, but they, yeah, Italian. So I don't know the story behind these. It looks like maybe someone opened it and used one and then decided not to use the rest. The envelopes aren't, it's kind of misleading. It makes it look like the envelopes are like this. They're not, they're just plain, but I, of course, can use this piece in a junk journal. But I thought it was a pretty good deal for 75 cents. I could also use those just as regular thank you cards because I am running low. I found this. These 2 things were in a bag together for, I think, 25 cents. These are just square cards and envelopes from Hobby Lobby. Old Hobby Lobby, it looks like. And then this is the Happy Planner, which I've never bought any of their stuff before. But it's, they're like, I guess, quotes and things that you, maybe hymn lyrics, gratitude. Yeah, just for a scripture journal would be super cool. I think only a couple pages have been torn out. So I'd not seen that one before. Then I found these. Now my heart skipped a beat when I saw them because they are technically postalettes, but they are not old. 1997. Nevertheless, they fold. This one looks like it creates the seam. Oh, that's cool. You can write a little note inside. So there was this one with a spring And this one with an arbor and a house. And the bunny. Now, this one is the one that looks the most vintage. I love it. And these look like current, but they're not. Whatever EPVA is. Might be a fundraiser. Oh, here it is. Paralyzed Veterans of America. Pansies. Yep. So little, quote, postalettes with stickers. Then I got this. Okay, well, let me tell you this story first. I looked down at my favorite thrift store, which is not the cleanest store in the world. It's basically a warehouse. And this was on the floor. So the Dillard House is a pretty famous, really old, family-owned eating establishment. I think it's actually in an old house in Georgia. I have never been, but my grandparents used to go. My in-laws love to go. And I just saw this little pig and it was like, that's adorable. And I picked him up and he's flopped, y'all. So I took this up to the register and I said, I found this on the floor. And he said, 10 cents. And I said, fine. So I have stooped to a new low, y'all. Literally, I have become the person that picks things up off the thrift store and asks if I can buy them. Has that ever happened to you? Oh my goodness. This I'm going to put in a hoop or a frame and put in my crafting space. My home is clean enough to be healthy and messy enough to be happy. I just love that. That is my house. It's got a little bit of a water stain here, so I'm going to try to hand wash it, but it is adorable. I got this package of stencils, which I don't use stencils a lot, and I don't know if it's because I don't like stencils, or I don't know how to use stencils, or I forget I have stencils. It's one of those three. Maybe it's two together. I don't know. But these are just pretty designs that would be nice on a blank page as a background if you want to still have room for writing. And they've been used a little bit, but I think I saw some paint on one of them. Maybe not. Maybe it's on this side. So, oh, there's the paint on the bag. So that was 25 cents. Well spent. Then I went to an estate sale. I actually went twice because they had a piano there that I had my eye on, like really had my eye on. And I'd never seen a piano so beautiful, priced this low. So I immediately was like, well, what's wrong with it? And they were like, nothing's wrong with it. It might need a tuning, but we just don't want to move it out of the house. So we priced it low. Well, we went back the next day because I knew everything was half off, and the lady had told me, remember, tomorrow's half off, and she kind of winked at us, and sure enough, it was still there. So I think it was meant to be mine. Y'all, we didn't even pay. I won't tell y'all how much we paid, but it's about how much you spend when you go in the grocery store nowadays just to get enough for dinner. Maybe a little bit less. I mean, it was crazy. Of course, we had to move it. So that was our day Saturday, was moving it out of that house and trying to find people to come help us move it in this house. Take out the piano I had in here and move it outside so we can try to find someone to give it to for free. But long story short, I have the most beautiful piano. It does need tuning, but so did my other one. To my mostly untrained ear, it's still fine. It still plays music. And it's a beautiful piece of furniture, and I love it so much. It was an early Christmas gift from my sweetheart, so yay. But of course, y'all know I had to go upstairs and check out all the other rooms while we were there. So I did get this book. This was in the piano bench. So this was a book that she obviously played from, and I wanted to have at least one of her books as a... She also taught piano lessons. So I think that's what you see represented here. So I have one of her books that she taught from, which is really neat. She had this little box of ribbons in her sewing room, and I asked them how much, and I think they said $1. So I got some more of this. I'm not going to show this. I did buy a sewing tote. It was not a large tote. It was one of the underbed totes. And it had a lot more of this ribbon in here, but I'm not going to show that because it's mostly stuff from the 90s and 2000s, and it's not that interesting. I mainly bought it because I had this and rickrack, and I had a really old buttonhole maker in it and stuff like that. But yeah, I bought that as well. But then this was just sitting separately, so she let me have this for $1. Those need to be washed and pressed because they are very wrinkled. In the game room / office, I found this very old Monopoly game. Now, I know y'all are probably like, oh my goodness, that's probably worth hundreds of dollars. It's not. There are versions of this that have like certain markings down here in the corner, or the ones that are not yet registered for a patent, but that's not this one. This one was probably 1938 to 44. The more pricey ones are before that. Nevertheless, I've never found a Monopoly this old, and I just love that I have some more money and cards to use in my journals that are not quite so squeaky clean like the ones I have now. They're just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I only have 5 of the 7 pieces here. This one, they still put the cannon in there, and I'm assuming that's a submarine. No, that's a battleship. I don't know. And then y'all, the houses and hotels are wood. So that's pretty cool. You could easily drill a hole in this and put it as a dangle. But pretty neat piece of history. The box itself is in rough shape, but I suppose with a little bit of creativity, you can make it into a journal cover, maybe. It'd need to be Mod Podged and bolstered on the back with something, but still really cool. I picked this up. This is a Verse of the Week board. It's almost like a bread board, but it has this on the back if you wanted to put it up on the countertop or hang it on the wall. And it had one card with it. I'm going to see if I can find some more graphics like this that I could print out, because I love this idea. I used to do this when the kids were really young. I didn't have a fancy board for it, but I've kind of gotten away from that, and I want to start doing it again. Just have it on display somewhere in our home. This looks like someone made it maybe for a craft fair. Maybe it was one of our kids or grandkids. I don't know. But I love it. I love the coloring. I did pick up some sewing patterns. Most of them were children, but I did get a few that were ladies, and most of them were 80s, so I left those behind because I don't need any more 80s. But these little dresses and the little red-headed girl, that was me. That was me when I was about that age. My hair was curly and red, but adorable. I love the gingham and the little brocade or jacquard trim there. These bell bottoms were awesome, and these sleeves, I wore sleeves like that. And then this beautiful, this looks a lot like one of the ones I put in my sewing kits that I just listed. Same hat. This one, yeah, Butterick doesn't have dates. Isn't that funny? This is some more little pinafore type shirts. Calico everywhere. This one is beautiful. I'm always looking for these simplicities that have these pinks and greens because they make the best journal covers. I love that. This looks very fall, so I picked that up. I thought that was a skirt when I first bought it, but when I brought it home, I was like, oh my goodness, those are gauchos, or I don't know what you call them. Big old pants. And then this one, I still have a bedtime or slumber party themed journal planned. So whenever I see these, I pick them up. This was just an envelope, nothing in it. It was ripped all up, and I asked the lady about it, and she said, you can just have that. So y'all know I'm gonna be carefully cutting around these ladies and using it. And last but not least is this adorable baby toddler pattern. Is that not so sweet? Adorable. And then last but not least, I got a cookbook. I think I got another cookbook, but I don't know where it is. I'm almost positive I did. Oh well. Maybe I've already used it. I don't see it over there with the others. This is a lot like the Dinner in a Dish cookbook that I made a journal out of that you'll see soon in my shop because it's almost done. But this is a cake and frosting cookbook. And it's just so fun because it has obviously pictures of cakes, but the little illustrations in these are so retro and so awesome. These little flowers and the little drawings of the cakes. Oh, shaped sandwiches. You're a smart cookie. So that was a fun little find. I need to clean the cover of that one. Okay, now we'll move to the Happy Meal. Let me take some more coffee real fast. This is my first cup of coffee. I've done this before. I've made coffee and then made a video, and by the time the video is done, my coffee is stone cold. I'm not gonna let that happen today. This is Happy Meal from Bonnie. She wrote me a little bit ago and said she had some things she wanted to send me. So, okay, here's a note. Let me read the note real fast. Oh my goodness, I see strawberry shortcake. Random act of kindness, Happy Meal. I always forget. Some people call it R-A-K. The first time I saw that, I was like, rack. What is that? I love strawberry themed stuff. Reminds me of my mom growing them in her garden and making strawberry jam and teaching me to cook and can. She found some strawberry shortcake wrapping paper this summer, and she made the large strawberry with an image from the paper. Then on Etsy, and I found some food labels and more strawberries. Last year I found the other strawberry things at my favorite thrift store. I love the treasure hunt. We do too, don't we, guys? That's like half the fun of junk journaling, is looking for things. Thank you so much. So kind. She says she watches my videos and she watches what I like. That's just so special that somebody pays attention to things that you talk about liking, and it's just amazing. That's friendship. Thank you so much, Bonnie. You are a sweetheart. Let's see the goodies that you've sent. We have some beautiful aged tickets and some top value stamps. These will be great in my cookbook journals. Oh, these are the canning labels. Look at that. I've never seen these in person. I know that there are graphics websites that scan them and you can print them for free, but that is just not the same. And the red, my printer just never makes the red look very good. So thank you. I will cherish these. I'll use them sparingly. Maybe I'll put one or two in one of the cookbook journals. And then some tickets and this beautiful yellow fabric. Y'all, this is going to sound weird, but the first thing I thought of when I saw this, it looks like the wallpaper in the kitchen on Three's Company. Did y'all hear that Suzanne Summers passed away this week? I loved that show, and she was my favorite third roommate of all of them. I'm going to have to watch some this weekend. This is a boat. This is a goat. The goat is standing in a boat. Little children's reader. Oh, I see why you sent this to me now, Bonnie. Look, it's a giraffe. Thank you, Bonnie. That's going in my giraffe folder for sure. Okay. Here is the strawberry stuff, it looks like. And there's baby stuff on the back. Let's see if I can get it out without everything falling falling everywhere. Oop, I'm knocking glue sticks over there. Okay, we have some baby booties she fussy cut out for me. Little images from a magazine. Look at those. Layette, which is like a baby's first wardrobe. I haven't said that word in a long time. Layette. And then beautiful little bubbles and dresses with pinafores. My mom dressed my little sister like this for her first 2 years of life. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at this wrapping paper. It is epic. I would put this on my walls. I love it. And you could tell it's 80s because of the little dots. They always did these little tiny white dots. I love that. Here's some beautiful strawberry fiber. Oh, look at this. It looks like a tablecloth. I've never seen anything like that. Those strawberries look good enough to bite. Yum. I'm amazed by artists that can make things look so real. This looks like the same line, maybe just a corresponding fabric. I love that. And this is adorable. I would make a journal cover from this. This is so adorable. I love the little blossoms on it. And here, I guess, is the tag that you made. Is that not so cute? You must have a die that cuts the strawberries. Oh my goodness, that is just, yeah, this one, I'm looking at my strawberry journal that I kept for myself, and this one is gonna go inside there today. Aw, thank you. She put her name on the back. How special. And here's some stationery. Okay. Oh goodness, I'm just, my heart's like skipping beats here with all this vintage strawberry stuff, 1981. My goodness, this is in pristine condition too. You were lucky to find this. This is a find for sure. So amazing. And here's 2 strawberry labels. So awesome. Thank you. Hold on a minute. Okay, I don't know. I may have to cut that music out because of copyright, but there was music blaring from the back of my house, like blaring, and my husband has already left for work, so I was like, what in the world? I thought he was playing a joke on me, playing music. Sometimes he'll play music through our Apple pods we have in the house. No, somehow my cat turned it on. She was sitting right next to it, and evidently she pushed on it and held it down and got music to play. And it was sky high. It was alternative rock. And she she gave me a much needed laugh today. That little Marcy. That was a first. Wow. Wow, wow. Has y'all's cats ever made music start playing in your house before? Okay, the last Happy Mail is from a dear friend and subscriber and fellow journaler named Jan, and she messaged me a week or 2 ago and said, oh my goodness, look what I just found. I'm gonna go pick them up tonight. Do you want one? And I was like, I don't even know what this is gonna be. Puppies? I don't know. She sent me the picture of this, and I was like, are you serious? I just said yesterday that it was like on my top wish list, and she said, I know, I heard you say that. Y'all, I got a sewing pattern counter catalog from Jan. I'm not going to be able to open it unless I move the camera up, so I'm going to do that real fast. Okay, I think I got it cleared. Yep. This is Marie Osmond. What year was this? I think it's 78. Okay, the year I was born. Marie Osmond. Amazing. Has hair just like my mom's was. Jan, you do not have to do this. And you did not have to spend the money to mail this to me because this thing is like the weight of a car. But thank you so much for this. This is a huge, huge blessing, huge bullet list that I can cross off today. Oh my goodness, look. So this first section looks like all Marie Osmond inspired patterns. Oh, so cool. Y'all, I haven't flipped through one of these probably since I was in high school. Maybe college. I think Hobby Lobby had some for a while, but they're much smaller now and they don't have the cool tabs. So I may have flipped through those at one point when the kids were little, but I haven't sat down and flipped through a sewing pattern counter catalog in many, many, many years. Oh, look at these. Speaking of Three's Company, this is right in that era, is it not? Oh, it's the handkerchief shirt. She looks like Jenny in Forrest Gump when he went to see her in Savannah. Oh my goodness. Yes, the little cameo, the Victorian with the cameo. This is so cool. I love it. I love how you can see the different artists too. You start to see each artist's style. Those. Okay. Judy, I think it was you that wanted snow skiing ephemera. I'm going to need to send this to you. This is epic. This is amazing. Oh my goodness, I love it. These dresses are back in style now. This square neckline on the sundress, maxi dresses. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. Oh yes, the wonder dress. Here's the PJs. This looks like says Mrs. Okay, here's the juniors. And then we have bridal. Let's look at that. Oh yeah, the tiered wedding dresses with, look at that. Oh my goodness, y'all, look, it's Swiss dot. She has a Swiss dot wedding dress. Mm-hmm. How weird would it be to be a model and have to put on a wedding dress and then take it off and be like, yeah, I just wore a wedding dress. Because it's just such a monumental, piece of attire that you wear. This is epic. And then you're just like casually putting it on for a picture and then taking it off. She's like, no, you can't have my ball. Oh my goodness. Oh, so cool. I'm gonna have to look at every single page of this later. Oh, you could make kites. Oh, wow. Seems like to me you really wouldn't need a pattern for this, but they've got that eyelet lace trim on them. So cool. Am I going off screen? I'm sorry if I am. It's really a big book. Embroidery. Oh, look at that. That is epic. These scoop necks t-shirts, occasionally stores now will put them in the stores, and I love them because they're so late 70s. See and Sew. So they've had this little line, this cheap and easy line, I remember for a long time. Well, this is just epic. I am floored at the fact that you wanted to buy these and then send me one. I am so thankful. Thank you so much. Jan, thank you. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for your treasures that you sent. And I hope all of you have a lovely weekend. Again, don't forget, tomorrow night I'll be live with Angela. She'll be live and she's inviting me in. We'll see if I can make my computer join in. We'll see. If you just see a black square, you know that Meg's having some technical difficulties. But I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.